Here's an interesting text, by the way. And by the way, it's somebody who wants to put a pin in Tottenham's fans' balloon at the moment. It's not me. It's not me, okay? This is Kieran, a Macclesfield fan. It says, how can you compare Arsenal's lack of a trophy to Spurs winning the Europa League, a competition Arsenal didn't compete in? If they did, logic would dictate they would have won it at a canter. A final played by the fourth and fifth bottom teams in the Premiership says all you need to know about the quality of the competitions. Either team would or will be blown away next season in the Champions League. That's Kieran, who is a Macclesfield fan. Let's get some more reaction from the United perspective. Is this the lowest point in the Premier League era for the club? Let's ask Stevie, who's a United fan. Morning, Stevie.
Good morning, Stevie.
Morning, boys. Morning, Jeff.
Morning, Stevie.
You all right?
Yeah. What about you, mate? Are you all right?
Well, not too good, no. United letting me down. Hartlepool letting me down, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not a good scene at all. But yeah, Amrin's got to go for me. He's not going to change things. The players are not going to go. Nobody will want to come now. I can't see a way out of it. I just can't see a way out of it, and that.
So is the answer simply then just to change the manager? Surely it's deeper than that, isn't it, Stevie?
Well, he hasn't got a plan B. He hasn't got a plan C. You know what I mean? He changed the team from a winning team in the semi-finals and all that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, a couple of unfit people, really. Mason Mount's not really fit yet. Luke Shaw's never been fit for about 3 years. And he puts them in. So, and Ahmad and all, he's just come back and all, really. So there's 3 players that weren't really fit.
Yeah. Stevie, thank you very much indeed for the call, mate. I mean, if you're a Tottenham fan, you're going to point out the fact that Maddison wasn't there and Kulusevski wasn't there and Bergvall wasn't there either. So, swings and roundabouts.
Totally agree.
Yeah. Tottenham are the Europa League champions 2025. Delight in North London. Well, one half of it anyway.
He's done it again! Arsenal 2, Real Madrid 0. Declan Rice at the double with 2 sensational free kicks.
Champions League winners, the Gunners. How does that sound?
You got a co-host over there that knows he owes me a written apology. Gabby,
does he?
I'm still waiting.
You are a top team and you'll win the Champions League.
This is not their night. This is not their season. And they're out of the Champions League. And he's in. Spurs lead through Brennan Johnson. Son has lifted the trophy. And Spurs have won the 2025 Europa League.
North London forever.
God's sake. Whoever makes these packages are naughty, aren't they?
Yeah. Look, one of the voices you heard in there was that of the Arsenal content creator, Joel Beya. And Joel joins us now. Morning, Joel.
Good morning, Joel.
Morning, guys. How are you?
Yeah, good.
Very
So,
well, mate.
Joel, did you enjoy Spurs winning last night?
I just think Manchester United had one job and they didn't do it. And I think their fans are a bunch of hypocrites because if it was Southgate in charge, they would have wanted him sacked before they played the final. But because it's Amorim, everyone's going, oh, he needs a bit of time. Oh, yeah. I'm not saying a man should lose his job. I'm just saying there's a lot of hypocrisy going on right about now. That's it.
What do you think about the debate that's going on social media, especially about who's had a better season? Arsenal, second place, semi-final, Champions League, no trophies again. That's 5 years since last trophy. But Spurs going on to win Europa League.
Well, if you're going to extend those stats, Gabby, then we have to say it's 17 years before the last night since Spurs actually won something. So don't stretch the facts, mate. I know what's going on. I can see your bold head shining. But when it comes to Arsenal, we're competing against the big dogs, right? We got knocked out by PSG, who could go on and win it in the semis of the Champions League. Spurs won a competition where for the first time, teams didn't even drop down from the Champions League. They didn't even drop down, so they had an easy run to go and beat them.
Wasn't easy.
They competed against a team that's one position above them in the Premier League. you know, and their strikers have probably not scored more than 5 goals this season. So what are you really competing against? What have you really won? What kind of European trophy is that?
But Joel, in years to come, when you look at the record books, it will show you that Tottenham won the Europa League. It won't mention Arsenal being knocked out by PSG in the Champions League.
But you got to remember, we don't care. Because we've got bigger fish to fry.
You do care.
What bigger fish to fry, though? You finished another season without winning a trophy. Haven't won the Champions League in your history. What bigger fish to fry? You can't speak like that when you haven't won it.
Gabby, there's levels to this, Gabby. You wouldn't know because when you played for Villa, you weren't competing for nothing, right?
Yeah,
so let me tell you how it worked with the
Joel, but steady on, though. Like, I played football, mate. It would be your dream to be a footballer.
Not really, no. I'm living my dream now. I'm actually living my dream now.
I doubt it, mate.
It's different to your era, Gabby. We're like footballers back then was the dream for you lot, but for us, we want to be content creators and YouTubers. Okay. This is what we do. Really? Anyway, back to what we're doing here, Gabby, right? We care about the Champions League. That's what we care about. Top 4, top 5. That's it. You know what I mean? We want to play in the competition so we can win the Champions League and obviously win the league as well. I couldn't give a damn about the Europa League, the Conference League, all of that. I don't care about any of that. I care about winning the big ears in the Premier League, and that's what we're going for.
So you would be happier this season then, Joel, finishing second in the Premier League and winning nothing than winning the Europa League?
Yeah, because it's all about perspective. Like if, for example, you're a club that's 17th, of course you're going to be happy that you won a trophy. You can't believe that you've won a trophy. But if you're beating Real Madrids and you're playing against the PSGs and you're competing in the competitions that actually matter, then you're going to be thinking that's what we want to win. Look at Man United, for example. They've got a manager who won, Eric Ten Hag. He won the League Cup and then he won the FA Cup. He still got sacked. Perspective.
But it's always next season with Arsenal, though, isn't it? What's the excuse going to be next season when you get a striker? What will it be then? Oh, players are out injured. Everyone has injuries.
Steady on there yourself, Gabby.
But they're not.
Because if you see where we've come from, right? We've come from the mud before Mikel Arteta came in, and he's raised us. I think the real question should be, have Birmingham City had a better season than Aston Villa? They've just won the League Cup and broken the record as well. What would you say? What do you rather?
Birmingham won the League Cup?
No. They won the league.
Oh, you just said they won the League Cup?
League One.
No, but you said they won the League Cup.
Have they what, sorry?
You said they won the League Cup.
No. They won the league with record points, right?
Yeah, Birmingham City, outstanding season, better season than Villa, for sure.
Would you say that? Would you say
definitely.
that? Really?
Yeah.
Joel, brilliant, mate. You will be not surprised to know that in terms of text coming in now, my computer is absolutely exploding. And not everyone's being very flattering, and they're mainly Spurs fans.
They're probably Spurs fans.
They are all Spurs fans, yeah. Brilliant. Thanks, Joel.
Thanks, Joel, pal.
Love it. I tell you what, I can't read any of them out. I really can't read any of them out.
It's just a bigger fish to fry. You can't be speaking like that because Spurs and Manchester United have been in the Europa League. Spurs have... Yes, it's not as hard as it used to be, Jeff, because the Champions League teams don't drop into it, but it's still, you can't play down what they've achieved. Yeah. Even as a rival club, you have to sometimes bite your tongue and say, well done to Spurs, they've had a better season than us.
Yeah, Jim the Celtic fan says, where's it gone now? The guy is everything that's wrong about the world at the moment. Exactly. Would rather be a YouTuber than a footballer.
Dear me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Says it all.
Yeah, but in fairness, he did a lot of tongue-in-cheek. He was absolutely brilliant, I thought.
talkSPORT Breakfast, waking you up Monday to Friday morning from 6 a.m. on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.